Leanne, how you going? I wanted to just go through some pelvic floor exercises with you that are awesome for strengthening our pelvic floor, because it's one of those things that we can always do anytime, anywhere, no one knows, and it's very, very important as we get older. There's various reasons why our pelvic floor weakens. One of them is decreasing estrogen when we go through menopause, but there's things like weight, there's repair after children. Often we'll go into, we'll be sent home with our baby and no one tells us anything about pelvic floor. So it's one of those things that just over time, especially if you are a runner or there's things that you want to do, or you're just struggling with coughing and sneezing or lifting, you don't want that. You don't want leakage. So I wanted to work on, but not that, obviously the vagina is a muscle, and over time, it either use it or lose it, right? Unfortunately for us, thank you God, right? Another thing to worry about. So I wanted to just go through a couple of exercises that I like to do. There's 3 types of ways that I teach pelvic floor, and I think they're very, very helpful. So one of the ways, I'm going to start with a quick one, which is just, I suppose the best analogy I have for you is putting a hanky. If you put a chair, use it on your dining chair, pop yourself pretend hanky on said hanky, and I want you to pretend, this is to kind of identify what it feels like when you're using your pelvic floor. I want you to draw up the hanky from the inside. So nothing's changing around here, just the inside, you're sucking it up, right? You're actually drawing it towards your belly button. So those muscles are coming together, you're drawing up the hanky, and then you're just letting it go, right? So that's one analogy for pelvic floor. And I find it helpful because you can visualize that happening. So you're drawing up the hanky, so everything is coming together, pulling towards your stomach. Again, we've been taught in the past about, cutting off our urine or our wing, or, closing the back to stop wind. Yes, that is helpful as far as identifying those muscles and also working them, right? It does work them, but it's not really pelvic floor. So it's part of, but not completely. So it's not really the right way. Yes, we can turn the wing, shut the wing down and turn off the front or turn off the back. But I would encourage you to practice turning off the front and the back. But I'm going to show you a couple of other ways to do the pelvic floor, because that is not particularly just pelvic floor. So, and that's usually not the issue that we have, right? So we do get weaker as we get older. So what I want you to do to use these muscles, and you can do them at the last thing you do before you go to bed, lying in bed, driving somewhere, peeling vegetables, whatever, right? You can do it anywhere, no one can tell. So what I want you to do is try that again with the hanky. So put the hanky down, we're going to draw it up and see how much strength you've got there. You're going to pull up from the inside and then you're going to release. So that's one way. The other way is short and sharp. So there's short and sharp grabs. So I guess if you could imagine holding a pencil, right? You're holding a pencil, you're releasing. You're holding a pencil, you're releasing. Like, it's a very interesting analogy, but it is helpful, again, to picture that. So you've got the pencil, you're going to grab that pencil and you're going to release. You're going to grab the pencil and you're going to release. So they're quick and short and sharp exercises where, again, everything comes together and relaxes. So that's 2. I'm going to give you one more. So the last one is the elevator. So elevator means we're going to come up, we're going to come up again, we're going to draw up whatever you've got left, we're going to draw up again, and then we're going to go back down. So relax, relax, relax. Yeah. So you might find this is something you haven't done ever or before, that you'll have very little strength. So you might get to about level 2, level 3, and there's no more elevator. But as you get stronger, you can go up another level and up another level. And you've also got control of when you release, 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 release. So you have more control. So let's try that one. So we're going on the elevator. Let's do level 1. We're just bringing everything together. Level 1, bring it up. Level 2, bring it up a little bit more. Level 3. See if you can even hold that for a little thing. So that's the other thing, is playing with the length of duration you can hold it for. Release, release, release. So you may find you have no power to pull up or no power to hold. So that's one of the things that will improve with just using those muscles, yeah? So I think it's very important to practice that. So let's try the one where we're holding a little bit longer. Maybe we'll count to 2 or 3. So let's bring it up, hold, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, let's try a little bit more. So bringing it up, holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So there's a couple of ways to do your pelvic floor. If you're having any kind of issues at the moment, you know, often we do want to go back to exercise, and we find out that that some exercises are not helpful. And that is true for all the pelvic floor. There are some exercises, the heavy lifting, even planks and crunches put a lot of pressure on the lower part of our body and on our pelvic floor. So if it's a little bit weaker or you haven't trained it, it's a good idea to work back up to that strength through pelvic floor exercises. And then you can introduce different types of other exercises that help you. But yeah, there's some things that don't help with pelvic floor. They put a lot of pressure on it. So just, find out where you're at. And if you are having, any other struggles with prolapses or any kind of other issue, then we go to, the next step is to book an appointment with a health physio for women's health that helps you. They use an internal ultrasound, and they'll help you assess the strength and the weaknesses and the things that need happening, and also prescribe the exercises to improve that, right? So that's the next level. And I encourage, if you're concerned with, that's number one, go and find a local physio that can help you, that specializes in women's health and pelvic floor, right? And there's plenty out there, but it's just a matter of looking for them, and they will be able to assess properly for you on what's happening. And yeah, it's certainly fixable. Even with prolapses, everything's fixable, but don't leave it too long. Just, get some help. So I hope that was helpful. And if you'd like some more information on working with us, or you would like a one-on-one like this, where we're actually going through the exercises together, then let me know. Our Boulder membership is where we get together in a group, and we do live sessions like this, live exercise sessions. So very, very helpful. And you feel connected with other women. You're not alone. All right, I'm going to let you go, and I hope that was helpful, and let me know how you go. Okay, bye.